with meteorologist Julia Blanchett.
Things are changing just a little bit here in western Colorado. First things first, we have a wind advisory going into effect, and that wind advisory is not local to the Grand Junction area, but it is off towards Meeker, Craig, and Hayden, Colorado, and it goes into effect at 2 p.m. today, but expires about 5 a.m. on Thursday. We will start to see westerly winds around 25 to 35 miles an hour and wind gusts up to 50 miles an hour. But the catch is a lot of that wind is only here because we're expecting a bigger change elsewhere. And that bigger change could be a little bit of snow for the high country. The National Weather Service has also issued some winter weather alerts, a winter weather advisory for some isolated northern mountains, expecting about 3 to 7 inches of snowfall from 11 a.m. on Wednesday to 11 p.m. Wednesday night. So it's a short-lived storm and our temperatures have been really warm. So a lot of the snow that does fall in this area might not stick to the ground because of those temperature profiles. But nonetheless, we are still going to see change. That change might not be directly impacting the Grand Junction area, but it is impacting Colorado. So we'll take anything we can get. We need the moisture because we've been too warm and too dry for way too long. But if you're north of I-70 today, you could expect to see a little bit of cloud coverage, and that cloud coverage is going to turn into a few passing showers, possibly for some of those smaller towns up in the northwest, but for the majority of this, it's just cloud coverage transporting wind, moving that snow to the northern mountains, and the northern mountain snow will intensify as it gets later overnight because that's when we'll start to see the temperatures favoring a lot of that accumulation. But again, it expires tonight. It's a short-lived system, but any moisture we can get, we will definitely take. So some changes there, but we haven't talked about Grand Junction, the Delta area, or the Montrose area because the hyper-local areas are not changing in terms of weather. We're only expecting to stay really warm. For Wednesday, 53 degrees, Thursday, 51, Friday 55, and Saturday about 56 degrees. So with all of that being said, we're staying consistent and we're not seeing a break from the heat just yet, but maybe our turn is around the corner since we're starting to see some changing around us. The high temperatures today, 53 in Grand Junction and in Meeker, 57 in Delta, 54 in Montrose, and 54 in the Cortez area as well. And then your low temperatures are also still above average, 29 in Grand Junction, 26 in Delta, 27 in Montrose, 24 down in Cortez. Taking a look at that 7-day forecast, we stay consistent in Grand Junction, but in the top right corner there, you might notice that the average high is 38 degrees. We are clearly nowhere near 38 degrees, and the average low is 18 degrees. Again, nowhere near 18 degrees. We're actually closer to the 30s overnight than we are during the day. But the high in Montrose is supposed to be around 38 degrees as well, and we're clearly way too warm, and our overnight lows are doing the same thing. But we do have lots of sunshine through the week. We have a little bit of cloud coverage and a brief cool down tomorrow in response to the changes in the forecast, but for the majority of us, we should remain clear, consistent, and mild. For Delta, they could see 60 degrees in the coming days. That would be closer to breaking some record highs for going into our holiday season and mid-December. And looking at the Cortez area, no big changes out there either. 54 degrees today turns to 53 tomorrow, but then 57 degrees for 3 days to follow.